Breaking news, Selena Gomez officially unfollows Hailey Bieber. Justin Bieber shades Benny Blanco.
Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber unfollow each other after Justin Bieber drama. Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber unfollow each other on Instagram, stirring speculations.
Justin Bieber continues to sub Selena Gomez on his Instagram story.
Just how has Selena changed your life?
What do you mean? Look at me. She's the best thing that's ever happened to my life.
When I wake up, I think to myself, I'm like, how can I make Selena's day better?
Do we move on to wedding planning now? Is that the...
No, I'm actually shooting season 5 of Only Murders right now.
Making this album with him, what are you going to remember most about this part of your relationship?
That I get to show this piece of work to our kids one day.
Well, Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber have officially unfollowed each other on Instagram, marking a definitive end to their brief online truce. The move, noticed by fans on June 19, comes amidst ongoing rumors about tension in Hailey's marriage to Justin Bieber and has reignited curiosity about the trio's complicated history.
Selena Gomez woke up this morning and she hit that block unfollow button, and she stopped following Hailey Bieber, bitch. Whew. Oh, Lord Jesus.
But this is not just a simple unfollow. It signals a notable shift in what once appeared to be a mutual attempt to move past years of fan-fueled drama. For context, Selena and Hailey were often pitted against each other due to their respective relationships with Justin Bieber.
Selena Gomez is trying to mind her business and focus on her wedding date with Benny Blanco, but Justin Bieber's antics and Hailey's silent cry for help are too distracting.
Well, I don't know about excited, but Selena Gomez unfollowed Hailey Bieber, bitch. Check this out. Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber have officially unfollowed one another. Girl, what in the standing on business, not clocking it is going on here?
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Selena dated Justin on and off between 2011 and 2018, while Hailey married him shortly thereafter in September 2018. Their rumored feud dominated headlines for years until 2022, and then they decided to shut all the trolls.
I don't even know why Selena Gomez is worried about what Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber are up to, because it seems like everything in her relationship is just fine. I mean, especially after that scare that he may have been cheating on her with her best friend Teresa Marie. Let's not even get into it.
Whew, so listen, Selena Gomez, as you guys can see, is not following Hailey Bieber. And Miss Hailey Bieber is not following Selena Gomez. Now, girl, you might remember back in 2023, after Hailey Bieber and Kylie Jenner decided to go all browgate on the world, then Hailey Bieber kindly asked Selena Gomez to please speak out and help her. So Selena Gomez, not only does she speak out, so she wrote, Hailey Bieber reached out to me and let me know that she has been receiving threats.
You guys, we seriously need to talk about what just went down between Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber, because fans are losing it right now. Both of them have officially unfollowed each other on Instagram, and people are saying this might be the final nail in the coffin for whatever truce they had going on. Like, this is not a glitch. This is real, and it has Justin Bieber's name written all over it. Because right when Hailey posts a huge career win, her skincare brand Rhode being picked up by Sephora, Justin responds with the weirdest cryptic story about how God decides who deserves what. And just hours later, bam, Selena hits unfollow, Hailey hits unfollow, and now everyone's asking, what actually triggered this? And listen, this isn't just petty social media stuff. This is the same trio that had the internet in a chokehold last year with their whole apology arc, and that moment when Selena told her fans to back off and stop bullying Hailey. People really thought the drama was dead. Turns out, it was just sleeping. So now that the IG peace pact is officially broken, we've got to dig into what led up to this. Because between Justin's ongoing online meltdowns, Hailey's rumored frustration behind the scenes, and Selena literally planning a wedding with Benny Blanco in the middle of all this, it's messy, it's emotional,
and such a hateful negativity. This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying. I've always advocated for kindness and really want this all to stop. And then this morning, best friend, I don't know what happened, but girl, Selena Gomez stopped following Hailey Bieber. You know what, bitch? I'm gonna be very honest with you, girl. That note that Selena Gomez posted about leaving Hailey Bieber alone, I thought that was great.
And it is very public. Let's rewind a little, because to understand why this Instagram unfollow hit so hard, we've got to go back to what sparked this entire new wave of tension. It all starts with Justin. Again. So, right before this unfollow storm hit, Justin Bieber was already making headlines for some super strange behavior on Instagram. It all started when he posted this intense selfie with the caption, "A dad that's not to be messed with," and no mention of Hailey, no mention of Father's Day. Just that. People were confused, like, what are you even talking about, Justin? Then he doubled down. In a separate story, he wrote this whole thing about how only God decides who deserves what, and how people shouldn't be out here telling others they deserve something. And everyone immediately thought, wait, is he subbing Selena? Because this came just after Selena reposted a motivational quote like, "Your voice matters, your heart matters," and fans were convinced she was trying to uplift Hailey, which, by the way, makes this even more awkward. And then, boom, unfollow. Now remember, Justin also recently unfollowed Benny Blanco, Selena's fiancé. That right there set off a whole new wave of speculation. People are like, is Justin watching Selena's every move? Is he salty about the engagement? Or is this just a total breakdown behind the scenes? It's not the first time Justin's cryptic posts have caused drama, but this one felt different. Fans are saying he's clearly spiraling. He's been posting weird sermons about loyalty, judgment, and trust, all without naming names, but with just enough context that everyone knows exactly who he's talking about. And look, this wouldn't be the first time Justin has reacted publicly to Selena's life updates. But the timing here, it's way too specific to ignore. So when Selena and Hailey both unfollowed each other after this exact moment, yeah, people knew something was up. But that's not even the half of it. Because now, we need to talk about Hailey's side of the story.
Benny Blanco is not sick of the same old love as he continues to root for his fiancée Selena. In a recent interview, he shared how he hopes to have picked up some tricks to keep his woman happy, and he thinks he's totally on the right path to success, which I like the gentleman vibe that he's trying to push here. It's borderlining a little bit of calculated in my opinion, because he's talking about it so much.
So, while Justin was out here posting cryptic captions and stirring the pot, reports started surfacing that Hailey has been done with all of it for a while now. People close to her are saying she's had enough of Justin's erratic behavior. And honestly, it's not hard to see why. There's been tension brewing for months. Sources claim that behind the scenes, Hailey's been urging Justin to get help, to deal with whatever emotional stuff he's been bottling up. And if you've been watching closely, you've probably noticed how Justin's recent posts have shifted. They've gone from cute selfies to intense rants about trust, loyalty, betrayal, even spiritual warfare. It's like he's having a whole internal crisis online. One report even said that Hailey snapped after photos leaked of Justin at a strip club. She allegedly told him to stop acting like a child and warned him that he's becoming raw meat for the lions with how exposed he's making himself on social media. That's not just shade, that's straight up frustration coming through. And then there's this. Hailey's biggest win in months, her Rhode skincare line landing in Sephora, got completely overshadowed by Justin's bizarre Instagram sermon. Imagine achieving something huge, and your own husband basically subtweets you about who deserves what. Not exactly husband of the year energy. It's no wonder that Hailey unfollowed Selena right after that. Was it a reaction? Was it defense? Was she just tired of playing peacekeeper between Justin and Selena? We don't know for sure, but what we do know is that something finally snapped. And while everyone was watching Justin spiral and Hailey disengage, Selena, she was on a whole different wavelength, minding her business, working, and building her future with Benny Blanco.
The two got engaged at the end of last year in a private picnic. I don't know if you guys remember, but their engagement wasn't very private. It wasn't even a picnic at all. It was like a picnic on a set accompanied with some Taco Bell. It almost looked like a commercial.
But that didn't stop the internet from dragging her back into it. So here's the thing. Selena Gomez wasn't even trying to be in the middle of all this. She's out here living her best life, engaged to Benny Blanco, promoting her new album I Said I Love You First, and shooting season 5 of Only Murders in the Building, literally booked and busy. not bothered, but somehow she still got dragged back into the mess. Right before the Instagram unfollow bomb dropped, Selena had actually liked a post about Hailey's brand road launching in Sephora. Not shady, not dramatic, just support. And that's what makes this so confusing. Like, if Selena was being supportive, why would she turn around and unfollow Hailey? Well, fans think it might have been a delayed reaction to Justin's shady posts. That maybe Selena saw Justin lashing out right after she tried to show love to Hailey and decided, yeah, I'm not playing this game again. And honestly, fair. Plus, there's the whole Benny Blanco factor. Justin unfollowed him recently too, and some fans are saying that Selena unfollowing Hailey was a response to that, like she's protecting her fiancé, protecting her peace, and just quietly setting boundaries. And then there's the quote Selena reshared right before the unfollow: "You matter, your voice matters, your heart matters. You are worth so much more." She captioned it, "You know who this is about." If that doesn't scream, I'm watching this unfold in real time and I'm tired.
Is Justin Biebering again, because he posted like a little funny story on his Insta, and it's about a music producer talking about their album, right? And in the comment section, everybody is saying, girl, you know that's about Benny Blanco. Just say Benny Blanco.
I don't know what does. Selena's been here before. She knows the cycle. And at this point, it feels like she's not engaging out of drama. She's detaching. And yet, the whole world keeps pulling her back in every time Justin or Hailey sneezes online. But while Selena's setting boundaries, her fiancé Benny is out here proving why she left the past behind. So while Justin's out here preaching on Instagram and making everyone wonder what's really going on behind closed doors, Benny Blanco is out here being the exact opposite of all that chaos. Like seriously, he's giving soft, safe, emotionally available fiancé energy, and fans are eating it up. In a recent interview, Benny didn't just gush over Selena, he practically made the internet melt. He talked about how when he wakes up, his first thought is, how can I make Selena's day better? And it's not just words. He backed it up with details. He said they don't argue, they just communicate. He gives her space when she's overwhelmed, and she does the same. It's all about respect, softness, and emotional maturity. Now compare that to what we've seen from Selena's past with Justin. Fights, drama, coded lyrics, public breakdowns. Even fans who rooted for Jelena back in the day are like, yeah, this feels healthier. Benny even admitted that he learned a lot from watching his friends make mistakes in their own relationships.
Check this out, best friend.
I literally had no idea what I was doing. No, but honestly, the entire thing was an accident. You know the super iconic part of the song? That was an accident. I didn't even know how to use the software, but the song ended up still being like so big.
Mistakes he says he's trying not to repeat? And the tea? He was very close to Justin during the early days. Produced for him, worked with him, watched things unfold. So, yeah, he knows. And he's not afraid to say that either. In the same interview, Benny said sometimes he saw his friends do things in relationships that made him go, yeah, never doing that. Fans are convinced he's hinting at the kind of emotional roller coasters Justin used to put Selena through. Oh, and did we mention how he proposed? It wasn't some red carpet stunt or ultra luxury flex. It was a quiet, low-key moment with Taco Bell and a picnic setup. Yes, there were cameras. Yes, it looked kind of commercial. But the point is, Selena said yes. And that speaks volumes. Even when talking about wedding planning, Benny's all in. He's already manifesting fatherhood. He said he loves being an uncle, but he's ready to be a dad. With Selena? Now, given Selena's health struggles and her past statements about lupus affecting her ability to carry children, the couple might be considering surrogacy or adoption. And Benny's attitude? Supportive, unbothered, ready for whatever comes next. This is the energy Selena needs right now, especially while the internet tries to drag her back into old wounds. Benny's not just her partner, he's her peace, and the contrast couldn't be louder. But just when you think things are finally settled, fans go into detective mode and start breaking down every move. And that's where things get really interesting. Okay, so now that all these moves have gone public, Selena and Hailey unfollowing each other, Justin unfollowing Benny, and those weird Instagram posts, fans are deep in detective mode. And honestly, some of these theories are wild. but not totally far-fetched. One of the biggest theories right now is that Justin might be spiraling emotionally after seeing how stable and public Selena's relationship with Benny has become. Like, fans noticed he started acting up right after Selena and Benny dropped their joint album, I Said I Love You First, back in March.
On that song, we were working with Kesha, and she could only be in the studio for 13 seconds, so we recorded the entire song in 13 seconds. It's crazy, and the microphone that we used for that song was an Xbox 360 game headset.
And that's not just speculation. His cryptic loyalty rants and passive-aggressive Bible quotes started right around the time that album hit streaming platforms. Then comes the fact that Justin and Benny used to be close. Like, really close. Benny produced for Justin for years. So fans are wondering, did something go down behind the scenes? Was Justin caught off guard by the engagement? Was he upset Benny didn't give him a heads up? Because his unfollow seemed super personal, especially since he's been following people he barely interacts with, yet decided to drop Benny right after the proposal. Then there's the theory that Hailey is caught in the middle and sick of being dragged into this never-ending triangle. Like, imagine watching your husband act shady toward his ex's fiancée, while your ex-friend publicly supports your skincare launch, and then gets subbed by your husband in the most cryptic way ever. Yeah, awkward. Some fans also believe Selena and Hailey's unfollow wasn't just about drama. It was a quiet agreement. Like, maybe both women are just tired. Maybe they realized that trying to keep the peace publicly wasn't actually working, that their names would always be linked no matter what, and that stepping away is healthier than faking civility on the timeline. And then there's the timing. Selena's unfollow came after her quote about knowing who this is for, and liking Hailey's Sephora post. Hailey's came shortly after Justin's preachy rant about people telling others what they deserve. It's like one emotional domino after another, and fans are trying to figure out who knocked the first one over. Whatever the truth is, it's clear that the unfollow wasn't random. The timing, the build-up, the emotional energy behind it, something real is happening. But while the internet is busy putting pieces together,
the entire song was recorded on that. It was an accident. I literally didn't even try.
At the gym. At this point, I never worked out. For some reason, I was just at a gym. I didn't have my cell phone with me. I asked my brother, I said, give me your cell phone right now. I was on the treadmill and I was like, da, 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 da. And I was like, oh my God, that's such a good idea. And I remember I went to the studio early before anyone got there.
Selena's out here keeping it cute and quiet, which only makes people want answers more. And if you thought this was messy, just wait till you hear what Selena's bestie Taylor Swift had to say. So, just when this whole Selena Hailey Justin situation was reaching a boiling point, Taylor Swift made an appearance. And let's just say, she didn't have to say anything directly, because fans already knew exactly where she stood. Selena and Taylor were spotted grabbing dinner at Monkey Bar in New York just days after the unfollowing drama exploded. And listen, it wasn't just a friendly catch-up. The timing was screaming strategy. These two know how the internet works, and when they link up during peak drama, it's a statement. Now, if you followed their friendship over the years, you know Taylor does not play when it comes to Selena. She once literally said in an interview, I have the ability to forgive people who hurt me, but not people who hurt her. Yes, that was a direct reference to Justin Bieber. And yes, that loyalty still runs deep. Back in 2020, Selena revealed that Taylor had flown out to be with her during one of her lowest moments, completely unannounced. That's not just best friend energy, that's ride or die energy. So seeing them together now, at this moment, when everything's flaring up again, fans immediately clocked it as a quiet show of support, and possibly a little shade too. Taylor didn't publicly mention Hailey, Justin, or the drama. She didn't have to, but she did repost Selena's recent success, praising her new album and casually dropping hearts in the comments. Subtle, but clear, she's backing her girl, period. And it gets deeper, because fans have been speculating that Taylor and her camp are well aware of Justin's behavior, especially after her years-long feud with Scooter Braun. You know, the guy who used to manage Justin and who bought the rights to Taylor's masters without telling her. Yeah, there's definitely some long-standing tension there. And now that Selena's engaged to someone who's not part of that old circle, it's like a full circle moment. Some fans even joked that dinner with Taylor was Selena's version of emotional detox, step one of letting go of the drama for good.
And they didn't have the synths plugged in, and I don't know how to do anything with electronics. So if you listen to that song, the main sound in the chorus is a grand piano because I didn't even have a synth. So that became the thing, and I'm not a great player, so it's just 2 notes. It's like, and so many of those songs I made back then, they're all 2 notes because I'm not that good at playing.
And honestly, they might be right. Because while everyone else is playing chess on social media, Taylor and Selena are out here playing chessboard flips. And the best part, they're not explaining anything. They're just showing up, looking unbothered, and letting everyone else spiral. But even as Selena leans on her support system, Justin's online behavior keeps raising new questions. And things are only getting more intense. So, while Selena's out here having wholesome dinners with Taylor Swift and focusing on her album rollout and wedding plans, Justin Bieber's Instagram is starting to feel more like a digital diary. And not in a cute way. We're talking deep captions, cryptic Bible verses, passive-aggressive jabs, and not-so-subtle sermons about loyalty, betrayal, and worth. One of the wildest moments? That post where he basically called out people who think they can tell others what they deserve. Like, "Sir, who are you talking about?" Because fans instantly connected the dots back to Selena's supportive quote to Hailey. You know, the one that said, "Your voice matters, you are worth so much more." Yeah, that one. Now, Justin didn't name names, but let's be real. The timing was suspicious, the tone was heated, and the internet was quick to assume he was throwing shade at either Selena, Hailey, or both. And then it got deeper. He started posting stories about loyalty being used as a fear tactic to keep people around. Fans were like, "Okay, are you talking about your wife? Your fans? Your ex?" Nobody knew for sure, but the vagueness made it feel 10 times more personal. And let's not forget, this isn't the first time Justin's had a public meltdown. We've seen this pattern before. Emotional posts, spiritual quotes, sudden unfollows, and then radio silence. It's like clockwork. And every time Selena makes a major move, whether it's dropping music, going public with a relationship, or unfollowing someone, it's like something inside Justin snaps a little. People close to him have hinted that he's been struggling with his mental health for a while. He's admitted in past interviews that fame at a young age really messed with him. But now, it's becoming more and more obvious that he's still working through a lot of those wounds. Publicly. And Hailey? She's reportedly over it. One source even said she's emotionally exhausted from trying to keep up appearances while Justin unloads his issues online. And again, when your husband makes Father's Day about himself with a post that doesn't even mention your child or family, yeah, that's rough. So now fans are asking the real question. Is this a public cry for help? Or just another chapter in Justin's long, messy fallout with Selena? And if so,
you know, then Hailey started liking some pictures and stuff, and I was just like, this feels so forced, okay? You know, back in 2023, that's when the whole Browgate thing was going on, you know, the whole Kylie Jenner, Hailey Bieber situation thing. And, you know, I was like, damn, like, the whole internet is talking about how these mean girls are, like, making fun of me.
What does this mean for Hailey? Because at this point, she might be the one who has the most to lose. At this point, all eyes are on Hailey Bieber. Like, what does she do now? Because while Selena's gliding into her next chapter and Justin's spinning out publicly, Hailey is stuck in the middle. Again. And honestly, the pressure on her right now is unreal. Fans are starting to notice something different about Hailey's vibe lately. She's quieter. Her posts feel more curated, more distant. There's way less couple content and way more solo shots and brand promotions. People are starting to wonder, is she emotionally checking out or just protecting herself? And it's not just social media whispering. Rumors are flying that Hailey has been in full-on damage control mode behind the scenes. From managing Justin's spirals to protecting her own brand, she's walking a very fine line. She's been building Rhode into a legit skincare empire. Landing Sephora is huge, but every time she scores a win, something from her personal life overshadows it, usually tied back to Justin or Selena. Even her relationship with Selena, which had cooled off and become somewhat civil, now seems officially done. And with that, the internet's imaginary peace treaty between the two women is completely dead. The timing couldn't be worse either. Hailey just had a major Vogue feature, and instead of celebrating, she's now caught in a swirl of unfollow drama and her husband's breakdown. Some fans are saying she needs to pull a Sophia Richie, rebrand, walk away, and go full clean slate mode. And honestly, they might not be wrong, because right now, everything Hailey does is going to be seen through the lens of this triangle she didn't create, but somehow always ends up in the middle of. Her next move could seriously shift the narrative. Will she speak out? Will she go radio silent and let it blow over? Will she start distancing herself from Justin? Or will she lean in and try to spin this moment into a comeback? Whatever she decides, the stakes are high, because it's not just about clout or Instagram followers anymore. It's about public perception, business survival, and emotional peace. And at the center of it all is a woman trying to hold it together while the internet dissects her every blink. And with both Justin and Selena moving in wildly different directions, Hailey's decision could either reset the game or blow it all wide open again. So, let's break this down. Selena Gomez has officially unfollowed Hailey Bieber. Hailey's returned the favor. And Justin, he's spinning through Instagram like it's his personal therapy session. What started as quiet tension just erupted into a full-on social media unraveling, and the internet is watching every movie like it's a season finale. But here's the bigger picture. This isn't just about who unfollowed who. It's about what happens when old wounds never really heal. Selena's choosing peace, Benny's offering stability, and Hailey's stuck navigating someone else's mess again. And Justin? Well, he's out here making things messier by the day. The truth? Everyone's evolving, but not everyone's evolving together. And sometimes, an unfollow isn't just petty, it's protection. A final boundary. A quiet way of saying, I'm done with this cycle. So what's next? Will Hailey speak out? Will Justin finally get help? Will Selena keep her distance for good? We don't have all the answers yet. But one thing's clear, this chapter is closing and the next one could be even more explosive. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Whose side are you on? And do you think this feud is finally over?